Hey everyone, it is time again to talk about some Vinimate love. Today on the show, we are talking about the Weathered Iron Giant Vinimate from Diamond Select Toys. And of course, this version of the Iron Giant has a more weathered look. He's been sitting out in the sun. He's been basking in a suntan of sorts. Anyways, here's the packaging art. It does have a posable head, which is always cool. Now, this was a San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive, and a huge shout out to Diamond Select Toys for making this review possible. It was limited to 250 pieces, so there is that. The only way to get it now is on the secondary market, but released from the plastic prison and inside Super Van City. Woo! Is the Iron Giant himself. He's got a nice look to him. He's a little shiny, not too shiny, because of course he is weathered. He's got blue eyes, and he's got a lot of great detail going on with him. But first, let's go ahead and talk about the head sculpt. We've seen this head sculpt before with other Iron Giant releases, and I'll touch on that more towards the end of the review. But this guy looks actually really cool. I like the look here. It definitely stands out, especially with the paint that they've decided to go with and whatnot. I mean, when I have different lights on it, it definitely has a different type of sheen to it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the way I'm going to explain it. So, yeah, I mean, there is that. There's a side profile view. Here's another side profile view. I do love the sculpting on this thing. I think the Diamond Select team did great with it. As anybody who follows this channel knows, I do love me some Vinimates, so there is that. Now, in the front, we got all those bolts and rivets and whatnot. He looks like a metal man, a super giant metal man, but he still looks good. The arms got some details in them. Those forearms are nice and big. He's got the C, that's right, the letter C style hands going for it. And then on the back, you got a different pattern that breaks it up from the front. I do like that attention to detail from Diamond Select. That is always cool. And as you can see, more rivets and whatnot. You get down to the bottom of this Vinimate. He's got a nice design on his legs that I think translates well from film to Vinimate form, if you will. And then he's got those big Frankenstein style feet. And then on the back, as you can see, once again, it is different from how it looks on the front, and that's always nice to find in a figure that's $10 or less, or in this case, I think it's trending at like $30. Now, in terms of articulation, he doesn't have too much, just the way his head is designed. It mostly swivels. You can pop it off to get it to look up and down a little more. It's just you don't get too much out of that, so something you guys should be aware of, but there is that. And then look at this giant monster feast there. We have the original version. I can't find my glow-in-the-dark version. I never picked up the other San Diego Comic-Con version. And then you had Mr. Stay Puft. And then right here, here's the two robots that I do have out. And as you can see, their paint deco is a bit different. And overall, I would have to say this is actually pretty cool. If you dig the Iron Giant, I think this might be a nice additional piece to have in your collection. Although, if you have one Vinimate, you may not want the rest. But for myself personally, being a Vinimate collector, I try to get as many Vinimates as I can. But guys, I think that's going to do it for the review. Have any questions, feel free to let me know. As always, a special shout out to the people who helped make this show possible. And thank you to you guys as well. Slideshow at the end. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for stopping by. And until next time, everyone, great googly moogly.